Yeah.
And then the Alka now, because enough people are looking for the Genius and Alka.
We're going to drop a couple things, but I think we'll start with the one.
And NiickSFB top ranking. You don't know a thing going on. One corruption, you know. Remember good. What going?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy NiickSFB top ranking celebration boss. Welcome back to another beautiful video, ladies and gentlemen. This one is definitely going to be an informative one. We have the Genius on the Let's Be Honest podcast. He talk a lot of stuff, some stuff that I've been teaching on the live stream. I want you guys to listen keenly to everything that he's saying right here, people, because it's very insightful.
A big read that passed
For sure.
So when was this conversation did I have?
No, because like, all right, here's the thing, and that is what happened right now too, and it's important that's why I know for the young youth them too, we have to be, like I don't want to say this now, wait, disrespect anybody, but you have to be mindful of who you're taking advice from.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, because everybody have access to stats, so a man thinks that if he can pull Spotify numbers or Billboard data, he feel like he understand the music industry. Then he come on a program like this or here and talk strongly about what's wrong with the music, and it show off the process of everything too. So like, so for bring up like what you just said, when Mia forward, the same argument, oh, this isn't real dancehall, and oh, this is not mashup music and blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. These stats conversation where people will be pulling up billboards and pulling up these charts, we're using these charts to validate what a hit song is. Well, in all honesty, these charts and these numbers that is being put in front of us, 9 out of 10 times, it's all inorganic numbers. It's all numbers that is fabricated. It's fake. It's not real. It's just how they are doing the music industry right now by making things seem like it's the best thing since sliced bread, when in all actuality it's not. It's bots. A lot of the things that people runs with is bots. You understand? And like I always say on my live stream, monkey see, monkey do. So if you're going to see a song with 5 million plays on it, you're going to have that song as the hit song comparing to a song that has 500,000. But when you're a musician or when you're a music lover and you listen to the song for what it actually is, you know what I'm saying, for the actual ART, the art of the song, you get to realize that a lot of these music that is quote unquote popping and, you know, having the billboards and the hot 100s and stuff like that, it's really not that good. You know what I mean? So we always have the conversation trying to explain to people like, yo, when we listen to our favorite artist song and we're telling people like, yo, this song, we can relate to it. We understand what our artist is saying. We feel the pain. Like people now be like, yo, him not have no hit song. Him fall off. Yo, he don't get 1 million views in a week. And I get it. A lot of these people are just not on that level mentally to understand where the reasoning is actually going and seeing that, yo, they're being brainwashed. So right now, Steve the Genius is basically explaining the same things that I will be saying on the live. You know what I mean? Like, don't focus on these numbers. Stop listening to people that is telling you that, oh, you need to have a Billboard song for your song to be a hit song. It doesn't work like that. It no works, so people. When you talk about labels, like I always talk about as well, when you talk about labels putting that engine behind our artist's music, you will see them achieving certain stats, certain numbers. Once that label is gone, you realize that they're really not that big. You know what I mean? So these are things that I've been talking about, but we're going to listen to him actually confirm everything that I said as a guy that is in the industry and has all of the decorations to say that he can talk about this. You see what I'm saying?
Until one of the songs them go up on Billboard.
I see what got a Genius for real.
And everybody's like, oh, well, I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
And it created confusion because the 90s dancehall that we love so much now and praise, same thing when Shabba them and them just off out, it wasn't received with open arms. Same thing, the older generation, they say, yo, them gonna sing Booga Yaga music and Shabba them under girl and who say woman can't do them. It was the same thing until it worked. You see me? So I remember feeling like that as a younger youth, like, I wonder if some of them opinion are like, man, I say reading too fast, or man, I say like, oh, well, it's not no baseline, unless like, enough confusion it create. But then when it works, you're just like, oh, but it works. So
yeah, see me when it comes down to music, myself people, I don't know what I got hit from when I hit because I don't think nobody records a song thinking it's not a good song or it's not a song where it can be a number one song. Like look on Skilly Bang. When Wap Wap come out, it was universally trash.
I would agree to that as well. When Skilly Bang dropped his song, or when Skilly Bang was going through this whole phase of like finding his own type of sound, his own type of sauce, I was one of them that say, bro, I don't know what the fuck Skilly Bang is doing, but I guess that's his thing, and success change narrative. So we see where Skilly Bang, is doing songs where it might not be appealing to us locally, backyard, nah. But internationally, you can see, and when I say internationally, this does not mean that his song is selling platinums and diamonds. No. Internationally, I just mean that the local Jamaican diaspora people might not gravitate to a Skilly Bang, but when you go outside of the diaspora, they like the repetitiveness, the wap, 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 wap. Like, they like that type of thing. So the success changes narrative. So a lot of these older folks that want to kind of tell us younger guys what to do in dancehall, by Skilly Bang breaking that type of, notion where, you have to have the drum and the bass and this and that and that and that. Like, by him breaking that and doing something unorthodox to dancehall, and it actually work on the overseas market, you know what I mean? That right there only goes for sure. You say, all you need to do is believe in what you do, and if it work, it rascal work. So with this trap dancehall thing right now, again, trap dancehall, it has a huge appeal. People is fucking with it. However, the older folks, they are kind of like, a boogie yaga music, or this is not real music. But we've seen it before where they said the newer artists, which is now veteran, them newer artists, at the time when they were coming out, the older persons were saying the same thing about those people. So it's the same thing going on right now. Again, history repeats itself all the time. You understand? You just have to give it some time. But I mean, I know I'm going to get a lot of back and forth about this in the comment section, saying that, bro, them new music here is not real dancehall. But hey, it is what it is. What is nice for me right now is probably, trash to my dad or my mom. So it's the same thing. It's just a generational thing. And let's not even talk about them newer guys that is coming out right now. Where to me, sometimes I'm like, bro, I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but I understand that they have a market because I was once 12 and 15 and 16. You feel me? So that's how I look at the music. But let's continue and hear what he has to say.
But it work, and we love it. Mm-hmm. So it's always, it's not good until it works, as you says. And nobody has, if there was a formula to a hit song, everybody would do it. Because it would be done to a science. And remember, if you put water in a freezer, have a ton of ice. That's a science. So you can repeat it over and over and over again. So nobody really knows. But how you deal with that though? Like criticism?
Nowadays, I don't deal with it at all. like I understand constructive criticism, and I kind of just take everything with a grain of salt. But like most of my hits has been just me trusting my instinct and my ear. And because I'm objective too. Me and one of them, I never think everything we do just the best thing in the world. Like my objective and honest about music. But I also know that if you're doing something new and innovative, then naturally most people won't get it. Because it never happened yet. So I might hear it and be like, oh yeah, this is a good.
That remind me like when Drake dropped the Honestly Never Mind, they have the uns music.
Oh yeah.
And then do a video, it's like, yo, we're gonna catch up. And exactly. Beyonce forward now.
Exactly. When you're doing something new and something unorthodox to what is the norm, a lot of people is going to shun it until they actually give it some time. As my artist would say, things just take a little time. So for example, with Alkaline dropping songs like Is You, songs like Mad Love, a lot of people is like, yo, bro, this is not dancehall. Like, bro, Alkaline, you fall off. But here is You just skyrocketed after like couple, 6 months, 7 months to a year. The song just skyrocket when Trinidad people took it up and ran with it. So, you see, a lot of our songs are Trinidad. Shout out to Trinidad, you know what I mean? A lot of our songs are the Trinidad people, them take it up and run with it. We have many people we can use as example. You understand? We have TJ, we have the dude, I keep on forgetting his name, Walk with the Jericho, Jeff Fuliato, exactly. You have Jeff Fuliato as well. Like a lot of our music, the Trinidad people take it and run with it, and then we now come after now saying that, oh, yo, the song is a good song, yo, the song a bad song, the song a hit song. So we've seen it happen over and over again, because anytime something new to the ear than what we're used to, people normally shun it and be like, oh, fuck with this. Similar to the same Skilly Bang thing like we was talking about. But again, there's always going to be a market for it. That's it.
You mentioned Gully and Gaza earlier. I want to ask you, how you politicking that game? Because look, look, Gully and Gaza, right?
Yeah.
Then now we'll see you with Shen.
Mhm.
We'll see you with Jada.
Yeah.
Now say them have nothing. Now say them don't have nothing. Now confirm nor deny. But how you politicking at the game?
I mean, me just not the politics. So
But sometimes politics will do you. I tell you that.
But I think it's how you deal with, like, it have nothing to do with how you carry yourself and how you present yourself to. And again, it boils down to relationship again too, and just trust. Like you said, Shen I know some work with Jada know some work with Shen, but two I'm a really good friend them too. And it's not for me nothing weird.
So alright, so not say them, but in any instances you ever feel like, yo, I feel like the dog are premium for something, or yo, John, I call the G and I just drop my tune with Ray and I nah get him like that. You ever feel like that?
Especially with the Gully Gaza thing specifically. I think the man already understands that was a big part of what was working for them.
Yeah.
So like them understand it. Them know say. So it was never a thing where like nobody pre nobody. And we wouldn't have met, like no extra effort for nobody specifically or anything like that. So you know, them and they work for them. So
yeah. A tweet what there, what kind of indicates that there's some work with you on Alkaline.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we have something on the way. Yeah, we have a song up on the way and we'll work on some more things to say.
How that come up?
This is the part that a lot of people reaching out to me like, yo, Nick, we need to hear your take on this. So I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna be completely honest. Knowing from past how Alkaline operate, Alkaline is a guy that he likes to have his thing, not out there in the public. He likes to surprise his fans. You know what I mean? With him saying this, with Steven, the genius saying this right now, I would not be surprised if the song gets shelved. Hear me out. Hear me out now. Zine, we see this before where people come out and talk certain things will happen and it just never work out. Like, I've saw the tweet and you realize I don't come out and talk about it because it would be a good look to see the genius and Alkaline. Zine, and the more people talk about it, the more it magnify, and we know how our artists stay. Vendetta people know exactly what I'm saying right here. If you try to study the Lord, if you try to, act like you are, control his thing, Alkaline is a man where we just shelf your shit. You understand what I say? So, because I didn't want that, I didn't come out and speak about the original tweet at that time. I kind of just play blind to it and be like, yo, I don't know what to talk about with this genius and Alkaline thing. Let's just support the music and wait. But low key, I was like, yo, this is something that might happen. But I don't want to come out talk on it. And then, the thing come down. We don't get it. However, the genius, again, the genius is a fantastic producer. If you guys follow him, this nigga make fucking beats out of the wind. You know what I'm saying? From a fan. You understand? So, definitely having a Genius and Alkaline would be a good look. You know what I mean? I don't think Genius and Alkaline ever had any works together. So, having that on Genius resume working with Alkaline after, Genius work with other great artists, Movada, Cartel, them, the whole works. You know what I mean? Having an Alkaline on the Genius roster would have be great. You know what I mean? So we just gotta look out and see what happened right there. But me no want to talk on it and then it go get shelved. If you get what I'm saying, people. But we gonna let him talk. He's gonna let you guys know about all of that stuff. And you can leave it in the comment section what you guys' views on that.
With Alka, I mean, it's somebody where for years, somebody obviously listen to music too. But I just never meet him, I don't know him at all. One time, Movada there tried connect with. I talked to him before, but we just never actually worked together. For this specific song, we were gonna drop the first one. I think maybe I talked to him maybe on IG or something. I'm gonna send him like we would have talked before, and then we send him the rhythm while I build it. It's like, yo, this sound like you, and then link back and say, yo, this man send it to me, and then so that one that they come out.
Right.
But yeah, that's like a new. I never worked with him before, so that's a new energy.
No, he's hinting towards that it's more than one song. Like I said, Genius, man. I was just trying to save you. You know what I mean? The fans, we are here for it. Honestly, we are here for it. But we know our boss stay one night time. Our boss just want give you a surprise and we be like, whoa, we never expect this. You know what I mean? But right now, the Genius, I say, bro, I'm more than one, you know. But the first one that we gonna drop, yipty, that is what it is. You know what I mean? So he haven't meet Alkaline as yet. Him talk with him over the phone. I believe that's probably 90% of producers that work with Alkaline probably never ever met him as yet. They talk to him over the phone or communicate over messages, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's a good look. You know what I mean? We just have to wait and see what's gonna forward. You see it.
Now, there's something I look on the studio, man, and see how much Grammy, you know? Yeah. What's your take on the Grammys, especially the reggae Grammy? You know, we see recently with the Marleys, them, and you know, the backlash. I said the Marleys, them are winning too much and all. You know, what's your take on that? As a man who clearly work on a lot of Stony Hill, that's another Marley. Yeah, what's your take on that?
Like in terms of what? Like
you think like the need for reform, or there is something wrong with the Marleys and winning, or you think the Grammy is fair, you think they're not get it right, what you think?
My main thing with that, every time I see the complaints happen, is just that the most obvious thing is that there's not enough of us involved to help make the decisions. And it's like, it's a members thing. It's like, I think it's like 30-something thousand.
No, this is something that we spoke about on my live stream. When it comes down to the Grammys, it's a voting process. So a lot of Jamaicans is oblivious to what is going on. You know what I mean? They don't understand it. So when they see a Bob Marley win, or, you know, an artist where always winning, or quote unquote always winning, because Bob Marley don't always win. However, Bob Marley never even won a goddamn Grammy. What am I talking about? Zine is his sons and shit like that. But anyways, people don't understand that it's a voting process. So if you have the 30,000 voters, and out of the 30,000 voters, it's only like fucking 50 Jamaicans, bro, who is gonna be there to influence people or to educate people about what is going on in our culture right now? The only thing those people is gonna know is the Marley, the last name, Bob Marley. They're gonna know these type of, you know, last names. So for us to make a change in this whole Grammy thing, we have to now mobilize ourselves. We have to actually pay our yearly fee as producers, songwriters, whatever. Once you're, you know, in the music industry and you're doing something as a songwriter, producer, beat maker, whatever you are, you can actually sign up and get on this voting body, right? Which is, I think, about $150 a year for the membership fee. So until we start to actually make the necessary steps to make a change, then we just talking in motherfucking vain. The people that is voting is some people from different genres that don't even know who the fuck is a cartel. They don't even know who the fuck is Alkaline. It's what I'm saying. Like, we see the interview before, right? The dude that's Jamaican, that's on the board of the Grammy, his peers never know who cartel is. So, you know, it's hard for us to change that unless we actually put that best foot forward and actually get into the actual body and try to, you know, educate everybody around, go to the seminars, educate people that's in, you know, jazz, people that's in country, people that's in different genres. Like, yo, this is what's going on in the country. These are the artists that is doing good. This is this guy, check him out. You know what I mean? So we have to actually make that step. We can't just want it change because, yo, watch out now, other song they run the summer, so it have to go win the Grammy. Yo, other album they run summer, it have to win the Grammy. It don't work like that. You have to have people in the voting body to tell people and show people what is going on in our culture. But let Steve telling us still.
Members will vote. So what we can tell you with the reggae thing specifically, from my own experience, because I'm a voting member, so me vote every year for whatever. What reach me when me have to vote, because you get like a certain amount of categories that you have to vote for. You can't just vote for every single thing. They give you like a certain amount.
So sometimes you don't get reggae for vote for?
No, me. So I prioritize the categories where me want to vote for, and then you vote in like the other general ones. But what reach me in enough of the categories when I'm forced to vote for, because I choose them one day, for the people the ones that I don't know about, some of the time I have to work off of familiarity. Because I just see, I look through some name and I don't know them. Oh, J Balvin, I know J Balvin.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with people from the outside that vote for reggae. So when I'm gonna go vote reggae, who don't listen to reggae,
I know Marley. I know Marley.
Exactly. So that's a huge part of it, and that sounds like a small thing, but like if you think if there's 30-something thousand people voting, and God knows how much are we then if 100 away from Jamaica vote. So if we say, yo, for example, Cartel, if all of us say, yo, Cartel album for win, but then the other 30,000 people vote, them just a skim through it quick and I pick something. I say, who this? Marley. Oh, I know this name. And just click. So that we have to think realistically like that. So that's one thing. And I think we need to get more involved in that because it's difficult, and I don't think we have enough leverage where. Because I feel like there should be a different category for reggae and dancehall, for one.
Why? I disagree. Why? Why do you think so?
Because I feel like, in my opinion, I don't feel like somebody like, for example, like say, Mekusa next year, Massacre drop an album, and Chronix drop an album. I don't feel like them should have compete.
Yeah, but Chronix to dancehall as well.
Yeah, but we know what the album is going to sound like.
All right, we can stop it right there. We don't have to go any further on that point. It's simple like this. For dancehall to have their own genre, we're going to have the album submissions. If we don't have a certain amount of album submissions, I believe 100 albums submitted every year, then we're not going to have a motherfucking genre for ourselves, category for ourselves. It's going to get bundled under the reggae category. So that's the problem. So the artists need to drop more albums so that we can actually now petition for our own slot. You know what I'm saying? That slot got taken away. Afrobeats is now there. Afrobeat artists dropping the album like every motherfucking weekend. You know what I mean? So we need to, as dancehall artists, young artists, if you're listening, drop some projects. You know what I mean? Drop some EPs. If you're not ready to drop like your album, drop some EPs. You know what I mean? You have like a 5-song, you have a 6-song that you want to, drop. Just put it on an EP and drop it. Test the waters, you know what I mean? And then you can always, submit it for a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? But if we don't have 100 albums submitting for the year, then the Grammy is not going to put 20. They're not going to vote for 20 albums, bro. They want a good amount of albums to disperse between the 30,000 or how much ever voters are there to narrow it down. 20 albums, joke thing. You know what I mean? So we got to get more active. We have to do our part so that they can do their part. That's basically what that is, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel.
More than this myself. I feel like we're reach because we're so used to winning in everything, track and field, music, sport, everything. We're so used to winning, we kind of have like a little bit of entitlement, or feel like we're always supposed to be on top. And then
them tech from me as well.
But that's a good thing though, because
of course.
Because we're in a position now where what them did do when we did a win, them watch everything what we do and them learn. So them say, all right, when dancehall man them do this work, or when them do that never work. Them watch how we do a music video them. Like, if you look on the same Rima song where you bring up, look on the video for that song there right now, it's literally like glue video them do over.
Yeah, but even the remix with Tyler and you can see even Drake Hotline Bling, that was Sean Paul as well.
So it's like them get the opportunity to observe we winning and then learn what to do. And I think we now are in that position where we, instead of complaining about it every day, like, should I be we can be like, all right, Burna Boy them do this and it work. When them do them rhythm them so. Or them do them video them that way. They no. This not then. Okay. So we can learn from it and just get back ahead.
The labels. We'll see enough people I get signed, and we'll see enough people I get dropped or even I renew them contract. You think the labels them don't know how to market dancehall music?
No, I want everybody to pay attention to this part. I know I've teach this already on my live stream, but I want you guys to listen to exactly what the genius has to say about the labels part of stuff. Pay attention.
It's definitely harder because it's a niche market. Like culturally, Jamaican culture harder to understand from the outside.
Yeah.
You see me? So I think it's harder for them figure out like exactly what to do. So most labels rely on you getting hot and you getting something for work first, and then them can just put the muscle behind it.
No. What I told you guys about having that leverage, what I told you guys about the fan equity, this is what labels want right now. Labels are no longer trying to do artist development 360 deals. No, they will do some album deals or they will do a song deal. So once you have a song that is popping, once that song is getting some organic views, right? I'm not talking about views one day. The organic traction, people fucking with it on TikTok, people reposting it, is getting that organic traction. Labels would want to tend to buy that song, or they will sign you for an album or two if they see that you have a consistent catalog. You have a 2-3 song that is getting a buzz. They will try to sign you to get a body of work from you or 2 body of work from you. That is how the labels are working right now. So for the people that is trying to go get signed and has nothing behind of that to actually motivate the label, they're going to drop you when they see that it's not working out. See, we kind of talk about this on the live stream, but somebody requests me to actually break down this interview and give my opinion and stuff. So we're gonna hear the genius talk about it, and we're gonna talk again.
That are usually the label format for our music.
So it's not like artist development and all them things.
Yeah, that needed to, but I mean, that work hand in hand because artists have to be willing to be developed. But it's funny because for us, our culture is so specific, and like even as an artist or just person in the space, we have to move a certain way for it work for our culture.
No, when he said that artists has to be willing to get developed, a lot of our artists, let's just start the facts. A lot of our artists, when we get signed, we don't want to be controlled. We basically want the labels to invest their money, but we want to do what we want to do at the same time. So we want to have the creative control, but the label, they have a certain type of structure that they formulate for you. So if it's the case that you sign to a label and all right, you want to do what you want to do, then you're not gonna get that major backing like, oh, you see the Sean Paul and the Shaggy get it back in the days where they actually got invested in with millions of US dollars to actually develop their craft. All of these things, like, they're not doing that for us because we want creative control. So here what? This is going to be the budget. It's not going to be a major budget, but this is your budget. $50,000, $100,000, whatever it is. They're going to back your album. Whichever song pops on the album, that's the song that they're going to run with. They're not going to actually run with you, the artist. They're just going to run with the product. They don't care about you, the artist. They only care about the product. Just like how we don't care about building the label. We want to build ourselves and get rich off of the label investing in us. Is the same thing. So we using them, they using us. That's literally what it is right there.
So it's like,
yeah, because we notice in a recent times, because back then when I grew up, Tom used to love hip-hop music used to come on BET. Like I used to watch BET.
yeah.
But if you're hot at Jamaica, you're hot at foreign, you're dep on BET, you're dep on VH1, MTV. But then now kind of see the shift in a more the Gully Gaza era where, yeah, of course, them have songs over there, but it's not like when Elephant Man run the place, like Shake That Booty, dep on MTV jams and wherever. You get me saying Sean Paul and Beanie and Bunty, you name it. So, more to know, like, we bridge that gap there. You know, like when Rema them have a big song in Africa, it's big everywhere. See him with Burner, see him with Tyler, you name it. So how we bridge back that gap? Because we did have it. Baby Sham, we get the thing them that big everywhere. You know?
Again, the type of budget that was put into those artists back then, it's not the same for the artists now. So the type of budget back then, they used to actually sign in 360 deals, which means that merchandise, stage show, and audio, all of that stuff, the label own all of that. The label have hands in all of that. So they're going to invest in that way more than you sign into the label for an album or two. They're only focusing on that product. You understand what I'm saying? No. If somebody is investing in something and not going to be able to reap 100% of everything from you, do you think they're going to invest a lot? No. If they're only going to get an album or two albums, they're not going to invest millions, bro. You see what I'm saying? So back then with the Shaggy and the Sean Paul and all of these people, they were literally getting big money invested in their career. Zine, what going right now is a drop in the fucking bucket. It's just a lot of ticket. Yo, give me 2 albums, see what happen. All right, then you flop. Okay, drop you back to square one. Now they're back to local market, doing what they were supposed to be doing before they got signed, building up that fan equity. That's literally what it is, Jay. Zine, it's different back then versus now. The business model has changed.
Just bigger yard and when you go for this, like, even after with the Jamaican parties, like if you go on party named Rum Punch in Atlanta, big up Driggy. One of the biggest Caribbean parties, right? I can't even call it Jamaican party anymore because it's just so big. Every week is like 2,000, 3,000 people. If a song hot now, it take a while. I mean, these are people who are Caribbean, but it take a while for it can play over the song and get forward. So all you feel will bridge a gap there.
I mean, yo, to be super honest, this is one of the parts where most people who have opinions about the industry don't talk about. Like almost all of the hits and artists were just named a while ago, labels were behind it. And the business was behind it.
What did I just say? What have I been teaching? Same exact thing. Many of those hits that you guys know about back then, the labels were behind of it. The business was behind of it. The budget. Basically what he's saying, money was behind of it. So what we were seeing back then, a lot of money was spent to get it to that point. What we're seeing now, the labels are not spending that big of a money. So you're going to get target audience. So you see an artist signed to a label and he's running Jamaica or he's hot in Jamaica and he's not hot all over the world because the budget is not big to basically, advertise him everywhere. You know what I mean? So they have to start with wherever your fan base is. So if it's your Jamaican artist and you sign to a major label, bro, they're going to pump you in Jamaica and slowly trickle over into, the diaspora in America, UK, stuff like that. But for you to be a major pop artist, you're going to have to literally let them own you fully. And the label's not doing that. Because music right now is going down. Truthfully, music is going down. Many of the labels, they are more investing in data, in database. Seeing in certain apps, certain streaming platforms that they can track what song is going to pop next, offer that person a deal, get an album, get a song deal, buy the song from them, give them a 20,000, 30,000, whatever, and keep it pushing. So the labels are more investing into database right now. They're not really investing into artists. AI is taking over right now. AI, they can literally have your likeness, own your likeness, sign you, own your likeness, drop you. Once they own your likeness, bro, they can literally have an AI write the music, right? And make the AI use your voice because they own your likeness, use your voice, put the lyrics that they built on the AI voice, which is you, drop the song go gold, platinum, they own it. You know what I mean? So labels are not really investing in artists like how they did back then. You have to be one of the upper echelon artists, them like the Drake, the Nicki Minaj right now to actually get those type of big investment. You know what I'm saying? Drake has a $500,000 investment, just saying. Not 500,000, 500 million, I should say. 500 million. That is it.
Because in music, especially now, it's super hard for, like, you can have the best song in the world. No song is going to go number one because it's just a great song. That is literally impossible without the business work. Labels will literally put $1 million behind a song just on social media and radio. So we as a culture where we just do our thing as being a label, we're competing against songs that have millions of dollars behind it. And the fact that we can still fit in the space in some way, people still know about Skilly Bang and know about some other, it's like we are the good in that when you look at it from that angle. From just we just have
so for the resources of how.
Yeah. And most of those older songs had resources. Like most crossover song from here had some of those resources on the back end at some point. Like probably VP would assign a song and then get behind it with the radio or something, have a budget.
Merger the Atlantic and
something like that.
All right, so question. So are you saying that you have to, or it's highly likely? Because when you look on a song like Fever, I don't know what was the push behind, right? That's one of Cartel. That's Cartel's biggest song. And independent. Even the Marley song. YG Marley, I heard that's fully independent. Can't, but they say come through film label and all of that.
Yeah.
So is that case where it have to, or just like
money was spent behind of those songs to promote it, Jay. You understand what I say? No, you will have songs that can go through the crack, but it not go sustain for too long because you're competing with these major labels. You understand? But a lot of money was spent into Fever. I mean, we all heard it from the other side. A lot of money was spent into to Fever. You know what I mean? A lot of money was spent into a lot of these independent songs that you're seeing. Like I always tell people, the most expensive part of music production or making of music or getting music out there is the actual promotion of music. So mixing, mastering, voicing the music, all right, cool, yeah, fine. But the bulk of the money is going to go into promotion. You can have the best mix song. You can have the best lyrics, the best melodies, everything. A song is not just going to pop because it just pop like that. See, if you want the song to pop, then you're going to have to invest a lot of money into it. However, if you have a fan base, if you have a dedicated fan base, your fan base now can be, quote unquote, the engine for your song, which, it can go through the crack and it can get that exposure across waters. You understand what I'm saying? But again, once it gets to a certain level, major labels pick it up on their radar, they're going to want to buy that song. And if you're not going to sell that song, again, a lot of these labels, they are controlling the music industry. So them can, shadow ban your shit on the platforms. It's just what it is, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to see you as an independent artist outdoing a major label artist. It doesn't work like that. So a lot of people need to understand the ball game there. And that's why we always say, yo, getting 1,000 fans is better than having 100,000 listeners. Seeing having 1,000 fans, sell your music, drop 4 songs a month, sell your songs, whatever, $3 song, $2 pop, whatever it is. Bro, 1,000 fans do that. That's $2,000 per song off of just one platform. There's many other platforms out there that you can buy the song. You have Amazon Music. You can stream the song on Tidal, stuff like that. All of them have their different pay rates. You know what I mean? So having 1,000 fans, that's the best thing you can have. 1,000 fans, drop 4 songs a month. You can literally make bank off of that. And that is just advice for the younger artists. For the bigger artists, them, you know it go, yeah, you get the drift. You know what I mean? So work off of that model and you can literally have a successful life. You know what I mean? But when you try to focus on like, yo, I want to go mainstream, I want to go break this, I want to go break that, then you're going to have to pay the cost. You know what I mean? Which is not owning your shit, labels owning your stuff. Then 20 years later, you crying that, yo, I don't have no masters. Like, you don't want to end up in that position. If you want to do that, go ahead. But we're just telling you guys the smarter way. You know what I mean? Fan equity can't lose.
It's
for that level of consistency, like where you refer to, like back in the day, like you said, earlier have the Billboard and this and that, like when they did so much away ago. Because dancehall always have somebody will run through, will slip through every couple of years or something. But like that consistency, like Sean, Sham, everybody were there, go at it. Like support was there. And I think that now a lot of people think about it like, oh, the music isn't good enough, that's why.
No.
And it's never just like...
I don't think so.
We say only for Fufu song got number 1 on Billboard chart. And we just know, say, oh, it just worked.
Yeah.
And then we also get distorted with that, with looking at numbers and chart and streaming a lot, because we kind of make it define what we think is a good song.
Facts. That is what I've been trying to teach you guys. Now you're hearing it from the genius right here, telling you guys that these numbers that a lot of people gloat about is literally brainwashing us and tricking us into thinking what is actually the best thing. It's monkey see, monkey do. So people will inflate these numbers because they understand how the human mind is. If you see a song with a big number, you're going to have that song as the best over a song with a smaller number. When in all actuality, the song with a smaller number might be even a better quality song, a better sounding song, a better message, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But that is how the industry set up us right now, where we're trying to go and see and find how to get to that top spot when not understanding that it's not real. A lot of it is not real. But let the genius talk to you.
Because, and then our people get so caught up with that. Like, so, oh, if it never go from Billboard, or like you said, like I mentioned, Fever being Cartel biggest song. And you said that only because that's the song we know was gold for him. But we wouldn't say like it's his best song.
But well, I think best and all them something that comes down to, like, you know, subjective.
Exactly. But by if somebody just look, a man just do a review, I'm just like say, oh yeah, this is best song because it's so good. And then just write off the rest of the catalog. Yeah. So like we kind of rely too heavily on all of that now, where it kind of make it difficult for kind of...
It's taking the love out of the music. Exactly. Focusing on these numbers and these billboards and all of these bullshit, right, which was put in place to basically brainwash us, right? It's taking the love out of the music. Artists is not making music that they really want to make anymore because they're chasing down these numbers. And by chasing down these numbers, we lose our authenticity. That's the problem. So we start losing our authenticity. We start chasing what is trending, what is hot, and then we just end up, you know, not having an identity. So other genres like Afrobeats that is doing, you know, the feel happy music and stuff like that, they start taking over. You know what I mean? Because we now chasing down what is going on over there in America. We chasing down all of that and not realizing that Afrobeats been doing their thing. And because Afrobeats was unique, the same American thing that we're chasing down, those Americans, they were like, okay, we not no sense. We chasing down what they already motherfucking have in America. We don't want that. We want a difference. They go to Afrobeats. That's what it is. And they start investing in Afrobeats. So all these labels and stuff like that, the Afrobeats artists, them start get some better deals and stuff like that because they're actually wanted. You see what I'm saying? They're actually, needed, not wanted. They're needed. It's a new flavor, it's a new sauce, just like what we had back then. Or Patois, the way how Sean Paul and Elephant Man, the way how they were doing their thing, it was different. Shabba Ranks, you know what I mean? It was completely different, and that's what the labels wanted, something different. Now that we're doing the same thing America is doing, they're looking at us like, yo, bro, we're not going to invest in that. So we basically now is left with the burden of trying to get this thing done by ourselves independently. And it can work, however, it's just going to take some more time. You see it?
Whereas how much impact the labels and the engine really have. Like, not saying Drake is a bad artist, I'm an artist, but you can't say the shift. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like the billboard. Like sometimes some number ones I'm like, not because me don't know, because the world is big. And we as Jamaican, when you start that dirty style, like, me don't know it so in a big. No, the world is like you have a brother named Morgan Wallen.
It's crazy.
Them man, they sell out stadium. If I want to know the labels can't buy, it's fans. The labels can't buy.
Are those your true fan base? Why do I play that every time my live is starting? Because that's one thing labels can't buy out. Labels can't put bodies into arenas, venues, wherever you're keeping your show. Labels cannot put bodies in there, dog. Zine, that's why it comes back down to what I've always been saying. Fan equity is the way to go. These streaming numbers that people hyping up, bro, the labels are eating off of that. What you as an independent artist benefits from is when you're keeping your own show. So Alkaline keeping his own festivals all across the world, bro, he's benefiting from that. So when people start to say Alkaline fall off, Alkaline have no hit song, Alkaline have 1 million views, it's like them lost to the sauce. Them still not understand the game. So I'm really glad that Jeffrey interviewed the genius still and give us a better, a better perspective on what I've been teaching. You know what I'm saying? Me not wrong yet.
Buy it, whatever, but them can't buy
countries are different because I've been at enough countries. I get a gold certification for a country some the other day. So like in the world, heavy from that, and it's like a whole different ball game. But same thing though, we need like music needs support, and I think, we don't have much like heavy support anymore. Most of it, like you said.
So that means why? Because think about it, it's a business, right? So if I feel like, say, I look on even a man like Clive Davis, right? But I watch him documentary and him talk about like how him start LaFace Records, and he's like, yo, I don't know shit about R&B, so I just link somebody who know about R&B.
Oh, yeah, but just watch that.
You know what I'm saying? He never know much about country, and him start Nashville, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so him don't know about him head on and go find the people them who look on rap. Him say the first song him hear was Craig Mack, and him say, Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Right? And him Diddy Bad Boy. So it's just
like profit margins to though, like, me must say, one, as a country was super small, but then with diaspora reach to, it's probably just our next couple million.
Yeah, so, probably like 10 million.
So compared to like what a label can make off a rapper or something.
Yeah, but
we go still.
Exactly. We are small in number. You see it? So when we are trying to, run laps with the other, the other nations out there, it kind of redundant. You see what I'm saying? We have to be doing our thing, focus on our thing. Don't shun our diaspora. We're already small. Why are we going to run away from our small diaspora to go into another man land when that other people over there, they don't really fuck with us because we're doing the same shit they're doing? When the diaspora is what's supporting us right now and we're trying to leave them to go to international. Come on. You know what I mean? Think about it. It's a business. Music is a business. So if I'm a businessman and I know I can make 10 million because the volume or the market, the margin, you know what I'm saying, is bigger here. The volume margin is bigger here in this category over here. So why would I try to go down to a lesser category? Like, it makes no sense. So what we're running down, we're basically running down a losing fucking battle. That ship has sailed already. We need to start making noise. And how do we make noise? We have to put out the work. We have to garner our fan base, mobilize our fan base, keep on pushing, bro. You understand? Don't try to rely on the international labels to get us on that spotlight. We need to do it for ourselves like what we did back then and then have them running in to us. Simple.
You can't really use that because at the same time, we were always small. And would they have a Sean Paul who Billboard gave the 88 best artists for the 21st century, have a Shaggy, we have the 61 biggest album for the 21st century, Lankata 3, Week and all one and something. So
I think it's a mix though. I think it's a mix of like one, obviously the numbers and whatever, but also probably if we don't have enough great songs coming from the place and then probably lose from taking risk on some of the things, then you just move on. As any business would do. So I think we just have to try and make the best songs possible and then try to do the business right so that other people can be like, oh yo, they do this independently.
I feel you have to prove yourself because when you even Shaggy too, it wasn't me, wouldn't be. Based on the documentary we watch, I must see how the labels was like, there's no single here. And it's a man download the song.
Napster.
Illegally, and the song bus from Hawaii comes straight back across to the world. So
and the most important part of it, the business now is different. Because all of the people who you mentioned who did all of these great things for our culture, them still make music today. Them never get bad. Me personally think Shaggy have way better music than a lot of the songs that was on Hot Shot. But the business itself different. So like a man from the outside will look on it like, those were his best songs because it wasn't me, it was the biggest song in the world. I think he have better songs than that. No, God, I'm a fan of him, so I'm gonna listen to music for real.
Thank you. When you're a fan of an artist and you listen to their music for what it is, you get to understand that all these numbers and all these shit that people is hyping about, bro, it doesn't mean anything. It don't mean nothing to us. And that's what we Vendetta fans been trying to teach people like, dog. When y'all trying to project y'all insecurities on Alkaline, dog, we not meds in that. We are actually enjoying the music. We actually love the music for what it is. You understand what I'm going right there, now, people? So I'm hoping I get a better understanding of this. I mean, it's a long video right now, but I would implore you guys to go check it out over there on J Free page. You saw me, I said, because I don't want to use too much of his content, but go check it out. It's a very informative interview. You know what I mean? There's another part that I want to play before we leave still. I'm gonna actually play that part for you guys, and then we're gonna get out of here. You feel me?
You make me a bad rhythm with some bad song. When we can look over, give me some timeline now for when the Genius are drop.
I try to roll out this by the end of the month. I might start, I try to roll this out by the end of the month. Finish up them there, have some more singles. So I think by the end of the month, all of them things are supposed to start.
The new radio. Yeah. And then the Alka now, because enough people are going for the Genius and Alka.
We're gonna drop a couple things, but I think we'll start with the one I'm gonna play for you. I to go forward. I'm gonna talk back to him in the weekend, but I think we'll try to jump out with that this month for sure.
Anything with Jada and Shem?
No. Vendetta fans, Genius said he might try to get out this Alkaline song by the end of the month. Like I said, people, take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Alkaline, why? You know, man, like you know, man. I know how it is, man. You know, you want to keep the thing under the wraps, but you know, it's an interview. Genius, so I'm have to say, I don't think he let out too much. Yes, what I'm saying, they never tell us what the song is about. You never give us any of that. So, Alka, we would like to see it. You know what I mean? Honestly, we would like to see it. So that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? The Genius, Alkaline, that looks like it's in the works. So we just got to wait and see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. But go check out the interview. You know what I'm saying? It was a good watch. It was definitely a good watch. If you guys make it this far into the video, you know what to do. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, share the video out, shit like that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Check out the last video I made this morning. Another good one. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everybody. You know the thing come down. It's your boy NiickSFB Top Ranking Solid Foundation boss.